Hello, and welcome to another update video about Render. Yeah, Render has seems to be a little bit exhausted today. It has not yet reached the next target at $4.20. Ideally, it gets there. Why would we like it to get there? Well, if we really assume that Render is in this fifth wave that we discussed in yesterday's video as well and throughout the last few weeks, then ideally it's forming an ABC structure because it's in an overall diagonal pattern. So the idea would be A wave, B wave, C wave. The minimum that we would like to see normally of such a C wave is the 100% Fibonacci extension of the A wave. So oftentimes a C wave, to be reliable, has the same length as the A wave, and that level takes us to $4.20 here. Basically plus minus a few cents. I didn't draw it very accurately probably, but yeah, it's a little higher. So it's around 416, 417, 420, plus minus a few cents. The 420 level is also interesting and important because it's the 1.618 extension level of the 1-2 setup down here that was formed between June 22 and January this year. Okay, so there's a good Fibonacci confluence. Now that doesn't mean it has to get there and turn around. It just means that would be an ideal target. Extensions are always possible. If it starts to get exhausted now already, there are two possibilities. So if it doesn't want to get there in a straight line, then there are two possibilities. So either, well, actually three, but let's say it fails, okay, then that 5-wave move is finished and we'll get into a very, very strong pullback. And I'm talking about that this 5-wave move is complete that started in June 22. And we will probably see levels of $1 and below, okay? That's not yet what I primarily assume. So there are other options because it never reached its ideal target. Therefore, few levels that I find interesting, or few considerations really. So first of all, you've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern. Again, that could be all of wave C. A C wave is often a 5-wave move. It's a bit too short though. So what could now be the case? After we turned around in our support area, trend reversal area here on Friday, it rallied like 30%. So nice gains. I would always, recommend to take some partial profits at least after such a run. Now it could be that this is just the first wave of such a C wave. So that might be wave 1 of wave C. We're now coming down in a wave 2 of wave C, 3, 4, 5. To reach higher prices even above $4.20. Yeah? So that is one key scenario. And in this scenario, let me actually, by the way, change the wave degree here, change the color. So in this scenario, we would now come down in a wave 2 correction. So I'm going to add just a support area in case. Not highly confident yet. It's too early to say if this really is a wave 2. But I'm going to add another support area as we had it in here. So as we had it here in November. Yeah, early November. Still November, but you know what I mean. So this is basically 221 is support, which means that as long as we're holding $2.21, the focus can be on higher. Below 221, it would be a strong warning that, yeah, things are starting to break down. I mean, that's one scenario. The other scenario is that this here is just the first wave of the fifth wave, so that this actually extends. But I find that unreliable because that would be a very, very extended fifth wave. So let's see. I mean, we can keep it simple. And I'm highlighting that against 221, we can focus on higher. Doesn't mean it has to come down that much. Absolutely not. It could just form a shallow pullback. But there are a few possibilities how this could unfold. It could form a head and shoulders pattern, then go a little deeper before it carries on. That would be ideal. Yeah. Or it just forms a small 3-wave move, touches here the 38.2 Fib level, and then goes. So this is sort of micro counting. It's not so reliable, but I can identify a 5-wave move to the upside, which means, yeah, it could be the completion of something. But because we never reach the ideal targets, I would rather still remain focused on higher against this yellow support region. There's also structural support here around $2.86. yeah, that's my update about Render. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. So here on our Twitter or X channel, you can find additional content every single day. Things about, educational stuff about Elliott Wave, technical analysis, trading, updates, all sorts of stuff. So feel free to check it out. You'll find the links in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.